The silence in the room was thicker than the fog outside my window. I straightened my tie, but the gesture felt hollow. For months now, I felt like I'm walking through a minefield of judgment, from the people whose acceptance I crave the most. By faith, God has been enabling me to do my obligations at work and at home graciously with comparable success. It's because God shows me the good that I need to do, and I do it. However, I did not receive the acceptance of my boss, my colleagues, my wife, my children, even my friends. I see that they reject my way of living and working, and so they reject me without saying it. God made me live and work the way I do because He is gradually instilling in me the faith that I must do my obligation as a servant, not of men, but of God. And my Lord Jesus Christ said that as His servant, when I have done all that is expected of me, I need to say, I just did my obligation. My old life was one long, futile habit to seek acceptance from people who could never truly accept me as I am. I was living under the curse of trying to cover my own nakedness with fig leaves, my own good works, my own efforts to please. I was trying to pay a debt I couldn't afford, a debt of sin that led to certain death. Then the grace, the sheer, stunning truth that God, in His infinite love, took on the obligation to save me. He didn't just overlook my debt. He paid it in full with the innocent blood of His Son, Jesus Christ. That sacrifice, the one He made so I wouldn't have to face eternal rejection, that is the very definition of love and acceptance. He clothes me in His righteousness, and He brought me to life. I will never earn the acceptance I am craving for from anyone, even from my wife and family. And that's okay. Because I have a new obligation now, one born not out of fear of punishment, but out of overwhelming love for the one who accepted me when I was still His enemy. Go into all the world and proclaim the gospel, He commanded. I will do this obligation not by mere talk, but by living and working the way I now live as a true follower of Christ. My heart swells with a quiet certainty. I am a witness, and the Lord Jesus Himself is with me, working through me. The pain of rejection is still there, but it is dwarfed by the joy of my true calling. Woe to me if I do not preach the gospel. I am under a compulsion of love. Their acceptance doesn't define me. His unconditional and loving acceptance does. I have been given life in His name, and my new life is to fulfill my joyful obligation, to tell everyone about the grace that saved an unworthy servant like me.